There are 7 phases of detoxing your body, and most people never make it past phase 3. By phase 6, your liver does something so specific that most detox protocols completely miss it. We're walking through all 7, starting right now. Phase 1 is where everyone begins, and it matters more than the wellness industry wants you to believe, because what happens here determines whether the phases above it actually work or just make expensive urine. Phase 1, the 24-hour sugar reset. Most detox plans skip this entirely and jump straight to green juice. That's backwards. Your body can't detox anything properly while it's still managing a constant flood of sugar. Every time you eat something sweet, your pancreas releases insulin to deal with it. Insulin doesn't just handle sugar, it also tells your liver to pause everything else it was doing. Your liver is the organ that actually processes toxins, but it can't do that job and manage blood sugar at the same time. It picks one. Sugar wins, always. For the first 24 hours, you're not detoxing yet. You're getting insulin to calm down long enough that your liver can start paying attention to the backlog. No fruit juice, no honey, no agave that someone told you was healthy. Just whole foods with fiber and fat to slow everything down. Your liver at this point is like an office worker who just closed 47 browser tabs. Nothing productive happened yet, but the screen is finally clear enough to see what needs doing. Most people think they're detoxing on day 1 because they feel terrible. Headache, irritable, tired. That's not detox, that's withdrawal. Your brain has been running on quick sugar hits and now it's complaining about the new management. Give it 36 hours, it adjusts. Phase 2, the 48-hour lymphatic flush. Around 48 hours without processed food, your lymphatic system finally gets some help. The lymphatic system is your body's waste removal network. It collects toxins, dead cells, and junk from your tissues and moves it toward your liver and kidneys to get filtered out. But here's the thing, it doesn't have a pump. Your heart pumps blood. Your lungs pump air. Your lymph just sits there unless you move it. That's why every legitimate detox program includes movement. Not because sweating removes toxins, that's a myth, but because muscle contraction physically squeezes lymph fluid through the system. 20 minutes of walking, stretching, or anything that gets your body moving will do more for detox than 3 days of sitting still drinking lemon water. At this stage, your lymph nodes might feel slightly tender, especially around your neck, armpits, or groin. That's normal. They're processing more than usual. Your body is finally catching up on waste removal it's been postponing for months. One thing nobody tells you, hydration matters more at phase 2 than at any other point. Lymph fluid is mostly water. If you're dehydrated, the whole system slows to a crawl and everything you're trying to clear just sits there. Half your body weight in ounces daily minimum. Phase 3, the 72-hour liver activation. This is where real detoxification starts. Your liver has 2 phases of detox, creatively named Phase 1 and Phase 2. In Phase 1, it takes fat-soluble toxins and converts them into water-soluble ones. In Phase 2, it bundles those converted toxins with other molecules so your body can actually excrete them. The problem is Phase 1 creates intermediate compounds that are often more reactive and damaging than the original toxin. If Phase 2 isn't keeping up, those intermediates just float around causing trouble. By 72 hours into a proper detox, your liver enzymes have ramped up enough that both phases are running smoothly. This is when people report feeling genuinely better, clearer. Your liver is like a factory that just hired a second shift. The work was piling up. Now it's moving. The biggest mistake at Phase 3 is adding too many supplements. Milk thistle, activated charcoal, detox teas. Your liver doesn't need 12 different ingredients. It needs the basics. Sulfur from eggs or cruciferous vegetables to fuel Phase 2. Antioxidants from colorful vegetables to protect the cells doing the work. Protein to rebuild the enzymes that just worked overtime. That's it. Overdoing it just gives your liver more things to process, which defeats the point. Phase 4, the 5-day gut reset. Your gut lining replaces itself roughly every 5 days. That's the window. If you can keep inflammatory foods out for 5 full days, your intestinal cells get a chance to rebuild without constant damage. A healthier gut lining means better nutrient absorption and fewer toxins leaking into your bloodstream in the first place. This phase isn't about adding probiotics or fermented foods yet. It's about removing what's been tearing the lining apart. Alcohol, processed seed oils, excess caffeine, anything with additives your great-grandmother wouldn't recognize. Your gut at this stage is like a road crew trying to repave a highway. They can do the work, but not if cars keep driving over the wet asphalt. Clear the road first, fix it second. By day 5, most people notice digestion has smoothed out. Less bloating, more regular. That's not because toxins left. It's because the barrier holding toxins out finally got repaired. Phase 5, the 7-day hormone rebalance. A lot of toxins your body stores are endocrine disruptors. They mess with your hormones. BPA, phthalates, pesticides, they all mimic or block hormones in ways your body wasn't designed to handle. By day 7 of a clean detox, your liver has cleared enough of these stored compounds that your hormonal signaling starts working properly again. Women often notice this first. Clearer skin, more stable mood, less bloating. Men notice energy and recovery improve. Your liver processes excess estrogen as part of its normal job. When it's overloaded with environmental toxins, that job gets delayed. A week in, it's catching up. One major thing to avoid here: aggressive calorie restriction. Hormones are made from fat and cholesterol. If you're barely eating, your body can't rebuild what it just cleared out. Detox doesn't mean starve. It means clean fuel consistently. Phase 6, the 10-day cellular cleanup. This is the one most people miss entirely. Around day 10, your cells start a deeper level of autophagy, the process where they break down and recycle their own damaged parts. Autophagy happens during fasting, but it also ramps up during sustained clean eating because your cells aren't constantly interrupted by inflammatory signals. At this point, your mitochondria, the parts of your cells that make energy, start clearing out the damaged ones and making space for healthier replacements. You're not just removing toxins anymore. You're upgrading the system that has to deal with them long term. This phase feels different. People describe it as suddenly having energy that doesn't crash. That's because your cells are finally running efficiently again. Your mitochondria are like an engine that just got all its spark plugs replaced. Same fuel, completely different output. Phase 7, the maintenance cycle. Phase 7 isn't a timeline. It's a practice. Once you've cleared the backlog, your body can handle normal exposure again, but only if you give it regular breaks. 1 clean day per week, 2 clean meals per day. Something consistent that lets your liver keep up instead of fall behind again. The goal was never to detox once and call it finished. It was to train your system to process what comes in without accumulating damage. Less heroic, significantly more effective. What phase are you at right now, and which one are you aiming for next?